big game like this fairly early in the season, how much are you able to work ahead on it, like in the off season, scout somebody?
Springtime a little bit. I think springtime Lance always makes us take first 4, 5, 6 opponents and get kind of a background, at least last year check on them. So I think it's been, so we all got some background, obviously some work done on them in the springtime. You always take the first couple opponents because those weeks things start happening so fast. So got a good amount of work done on them, at least see what they do, and obviously they're a heck of a team and been on TV a lot, so it's good to know see them enough. So we had a good amount of work on that.
What stuck out to you about them on tape, especially from the game on Thursday?
Their defense, their front seven does a really good job. They did last year. They're really good defense, really sound, play really hard. Build like our defense a little bit in terms of trying to get pass rush guys that can get to the quarterback, not to put too much pressure. So if they don't need to on bringing pressure, but they're trying to get that front seven outstanding. I mean, back end's good too, obviously. I think front seven stands out too pretty quickly.
How much of a benefit is it playing a Group 6 school and then an FCS school before this game? Or would you have been fine playing?
I would have been fine. Hey, this sounds so bad to say. It's like just game 1, 1-0. Like game 2, 1-0. Like you just try to get to 1-0 every week. So I don't think it looked. I guess you can look at it a bunch of different ways, but I just kind of haven't thought much about it. I guess some people say, well, maybe you got more rest or whatever. I don't know, but I never really thought much about it.
How do you feel about how the offensive line's done thus far?
Done well. I thought they did a really good job the second time around. This week got better, less holding penalties, less penalties. Like Darryl all fired up, less penalties. A lot of guys play, still get some rotational stuff going. So it's been fun. I thought the guys, when you have a balanced attack where you kind of threw and ran for whatever it was, 280 or 300, it's kind of good to see them doing a good job. And I think Jalen stayed pretty upright, which is always a positive experience. And the running backs ran really hard. So I'm excited about them. I think you could see them improve from game 1 to game 2. So it's fun to see. It's fun to see those guys who are coming in doing really well as well.
Isaiah had a chance to kind of play some extended snaps there. What did you think about his performance?
I'm good. I was glad he got in there. I wish I got told somebody else like Friday night. When did we play Saturday?
Friday.
I can't remember anymore. I wish we would have ended the half differently. Because then you get, and people say, well, yeah, just point out and just because, yeah, to score obviously, but also it gives you maybe a chance to get guys in a tad sooner and it gets those guys another series. I don't look at it as, that's how I look at those kind of moments. Like you're playing well, like, gosh darn, yeah, because I could have given maybe Cole another series, Isaiah even more work. Because the good thing is once this thing happens, you want to make sure, you want to go, hey, Cole take one, and then Isaiah take one, and David take one, and Mike take one. You want to get some work to the next 2 guys in line for sure. So it's really good to see. I'm glad Isaiah got out there. It was good. He got stuck in some run-around situations, so you guys had to see his athleticism on TV. On what do we call it, on point or whatever, and it was fun to watch. Made some good plays. It was good to see because you don't know, but you don't know until the lights actually come out. Like, okay, how's it? And I was pretty sure, convinced that he'd do well, just because you think he's done well all the time when he's played before. So it's fun to see.
When you go against a talented defensive line like Missouri's, what are the keys to kind of counteracting that as a defense?
Stay balanced, kind of be who we are, hopefully. Being able to not let them, like anybody will tell you, any NFL guy, college guy will tell you, if you get stuck in situations where they know you're doing something, that's bad. Every defense tries to get you in a situation where they pin their ears back, or they know it's going to be a run, they know it's going to be a pass. They're trying to stay keep them off balance and not get stuck in those automatic, those just the too many 3rd and 9 to 12 is going to be not a great way to live on Saturday. That's not a great day. So try to stay, people say, in front of the chains, in front of the sticks. Try to get a lot of different looks going, hopefully keep them off balance a little bit.
Jalen, what kind of confidence does that give the offensive line, the fact that he can make them right against a really good defensive line? That he can make guys miss?
I think it was good. I think the good thing is seeing a team like one thing I'll tell you about when you play different opponents, it's not so much level as type of defense. So it's good to see a team like Fresno, who's a pretty good pressure team, did it a different way, but still had to be on cue with protection calls and O-line calls. I think that was really good for us to build off of that going into a week like this.
How's the preparation different with this being the first away game? You guys obviously had 2 home games. What's kind of the week look like differently? I mean, I heard you guys playing some crowd noise out there.
Some, Which Lions really good. I remember when we were in Buffalo, played Penn State in the year, then the line wore for like 2 weeks straight. So oh my gosh, my ear, I can still hear it. But I think it's really good to do. I think anytime, the coach does a really good job of making situations harder, as hard as possible. So if it is, it hopefully won't be like that. You know, if it is, we're ready for it. So I think that's the biggest difference in preparation is that kind of stuff. When you play on the road, the crowd knows. Getting ready for it because you're not having played there before, not knowing exactly. You can talk to people, but until you experience, you just don't know. But I think that's the biggest part, to be able to have those moments and not hear anything in practice. It's kind of good you don't hear anything in practice. Each period kind of don't know what happened. Gotta wait till film. But it was good, so that's the biggest part.
When you've got 3 new starters along the offensive line, how important is it to have Bryce and Jalen there who have been in those situations
Important.
before?
Very important. Very important, especially Bryce. That kind of if you have your center like we had Nowitzki for so long, it was always kind of like a calming experience, and that's what Bryce has become, which is like he can calm, especially a new guy up front. He can make sure he's making the calls. He's been in environments like this. He's been in situations like this before, so I think that really helps. Then having Jalen has been through basically I think everything for the most part. When you go 6 years, you've been through 5 years, been through most of it, I think. So it does help a lot. I think just that calming, like they're not going to get frazzled or rattled. They've been there, done it. So at least they kind of help everybody else along, hopefully.
Lance talked yesterday about wanting to be, with it being a rivalry, an enthusiastic team, but not an emotional one. I guess from your perspective, what goes into that and kind of finding that right level of excitement?
I don't know. Good question. It's just I agree with what he said. It's like not trying to. I look at it as like not trying to win the game, not trying to play the game on Monday. If that makes sense too. Like I think sometimes when you get these emotional games or emotional moments, like you're trying to win it on like the game doesn't go. You're always trying to win it every day, obviously, but the game doesn't go until Saturday. Kind of building up to that. So I think that's a great thing Lance has done. That I've seen him bring with Lance, so kind of has a great way of getting kids building up to be ready at peak performance time on Saturday, not on Thursday or not on Friday or not on Tuesday afternoon. Like, hey, let's build that thing. I think he does a great job of kind of just building it. He's always been great with that.
Bryson Candy had some nice plays against Wagner. How has he continued to come along sort of since he's recovered from the injuries and stuff?
It's been really good to see him. He's a big old. He looks good. He looks the part, doesn't he? Good looking kid out there and did a great job. Really glad to see him get in there and make some catches. You never know where the ball's going sometimes. You kind of have an idea, obviously, but for him to be able to have some moments like that would be great. So it's been really good to see him, and I think he's growing every day. It's just he's a smart kid, young man, anyways. But then you can't get anything but better than physical reps. I'm trying to say, so like mental reps are fine. Being able to get a physical rep has been helpful. So now he can get into more practices, and he's getting the rotation more, so he's getting even better every day.
Anything else for Coach Zebrowski? All right, thanks everyone.
Thanks, guys.